Good morning, ma'am. In previous class, we have started with oxidation number concept. Okay, so we defined oxidation number. After that, we have seen rules, some rules present in oxidation number concept. Okay, how to calculate the unknown element oxidation number by using already known elements. Okay, here these rules are useful to define the oxidation number of any unknown element because these elements will show fixed oxidation numbers. By using these known oxidation numbers of some elements, we will calculate the unknown elements of other elements. That one how to calculate we will see later. Before that, in previous class we have seen 5 oxidation number rules. Okay, ma'am. First one is oxidation number of any atom in its elementary state is 0. Second one, oxidation number of first A group elements in combined state +1. Oxidation number of second A group elements in their combined state +2. Next, oxidation number of hydrogen. General oxidation number of hydrogen is +1 except in hydrates. In hydrates, hydrogen will show -1 oxidation number. Okay, next, general oxidation number of fluorine, not general. Fluorine will show only one oxidation number, that is -1. Another one is 0 in elementary state. Okay, those are the 5 rules we have seen in previous class. In today's class, we will continue that one. Our 6th rule is regarding oxygen. Okay, general oxidation number of oxygen. General oxidation number of oxygen is -2. General oxidation number of oxygen is -2. Oxygen is also high electronegative atom. That's why it is showing minus oxidation number only. Okay, but its valency 2 na? To get the nearest unit gas configuration, oxygen wants valency 2 with gaining electrons, means our electronegativity is high. That's why it will show negative oxidation number only, -2. Generally, oxygen will show -2 oxidation number, but other oxidation numbers are also possible. What are those other oxidation numbers? We will see. Okay, ma'am. Let us see. General oxidation number of oxygen is -2. Okay, except in A peroxides, Okay, that one peroxide separately I will teach like that now. Okay, next B superoxides, C oxyfluorides, general oxidation number of oxygen is -2. Okay, while we are calculating oxidation number of any other element, if it is combined with oxygen, generally we will take oxygen oxidation number is -2 only. We have to remember that point mainly. Okay, and one more important thing is peroxide. But except in peroxides, superoxides, oxyfluorides, okay, it will show different oxidation numbers. In peroxides, oxidation number of oxygen is -1. Okay, in superoxides, oxidation number of oxygen is -1/2. In oxyfluorides, oxidation number of oxygen is +1, +2. Once again, oxidation number of oxygen generally it is -2, but in peroxides oxidation number is -1. Superoxides oxidation number of oxygen is -1/2. Okay, in oxyfluorides oxidation number of oxygen is +1, +2. That one I will explain here neatly how it is showing different oxidation numbers. Okay, ma? Let us see. A peroxides. Which type of compounds are called peroxides? Peroxides contain definitely O single bond O linkage. O single bond O. Definitely peroxides contain O single bond O. Other bond, actually oxygen must be surrounded by two bonds, na? Okay. Another bond might be with any other element. Another bond might be with any other element. Let us consider hydrogen peroxide. This other bond is with hydrogen, H2O2. Formula of hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. Okay. In this H2O2 or in any other peroxide also, we have O single bond O. So one bond is present between two oxygens with same strength. One bond is present between two oxygens with same strength. If they have same strength, no electronegativity difference, so that bond is not shifted towards any one oxygen. So this bond is exactly present between two oxygen atoms. Okay, ma? Because of this bond, no charge is developed on oxygen. That is the meaning. Because of this bond, no charge is developed on oxygen, because there is no partial or complete transfer of electrons in this bond, because it is present between two oxygen atoms with same electronegativity. It is present between two oxygen atoms with same, because both oxygens have same electronegativity, na? That's why there is no chance of any oxygen to pull the electrons or to transfer of electrons to other thing. That's why there is no chance of development of charge because of this bond. But coming to this bond between oxygen and hydrogen, which is more electronegative? Between oxygen and hydrogen, which is more electronegative? Oxygen. So this bond is shifted towards oxygen, then oxygen will get -1, hydrogen will get +1. Oxygen will get -1, hydrogen will get +1. Same way, this oxygen is also contained by -1 and this hydrogen is getting +1. That's why I wrote A, peroxides. In peroxides, oxygen oxidation number is -1. Every time we will calculate for one atom and number of atoms will multiply. At the time we are calculating, you will understand clearly. Now the thing is, this is the way we want to represent peroxide actually. Okay, ma? Peroxide structure is O. Here if it is sodium, sodium peroxide. Here this is sodium atom and this is sodium atom, na? That is called sodium peroxide. But in peroxide, definitely O single bond O is there. In peroxide, definitely O single bond O is there. Okay. Because of that O single bond O, compulsory bond, no electronegative difference, na? Because of that, no charge is going to be developed. Then charge developed in oxygen because of other bond only, this bond. This bond is present between oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen is more electronegative, that's why oxygen is getting -1, hydrogen is getting +1. Same way, this oxygen is getting -1 and hydrogen is getting +1. That's why peroxide ion, we will show peroxide ion with formula O2 -2. Two oxygens are there, on each oxygen -1, na? So total, this is called peroxide ion. This is called peroxide ion, O2 -2. That's why we will show peroxide ion as O2 -2. Okay, ma? Hydrogen peroxide means H2O2. Sodium peroxide means Na2O2. Like this, if we have peroxy bond, in that peroxy bond, oxygen will show -1 oxidation number only. That one you want to remember. Definitely you have to remember this one. Okay, ma? This is about peroxides. Next we will see superoxides. I hope you are clear. Now, coming with peroxides, oxidation number of oxygen is -1. Once I will recall this one, general oxidation number of oxygen is -2 only. Every time while we are calculating, maximum oxidation number of oxygen we will take -2 only. But in particular compounds like peroxides, superoxides and oxychlorides, oxidation number of oxygen is different. Okay, ma? In peroxides, oxidation number is -1. Oxidation number of oxygen is -1. Next, B. Just note down clearly, all of you. Okay. Peroxide ion, O2 -2. Next, B. Superoxide. Superoxide example K2O. Sorry, ma. This is normal oxide only. Okay, KO2. Potassium superoxide. What is it? Potassium superoxide. This is the formula. In superoxide, oxygen oxidation number is -1/2. Two oxygens are there, no? 2 into -1/2 -1 total. Potassium +1. In that way, compound is neutral. Okay, so superoxide ion. Superoxide ion is O2 -1. Two oxygens -1. Each oxygen -1/2. That is the thing. But superoxides maximum they won't be useful in calculations. In calculations, general oxidation number -2 and peroxide oxidation number -1. Those are highly useful when compared to the superoxide. But just keep it in mind. Okay, na? Superoxide formula example KO2. In that oxidation number of oxygen is -1/2. Superoxide ion is represented as O2 -1. Okay, this is about superoxide. Next, oxyfluorides. See, oxyfluorides, two oxyfluorides are there. We have two oxyfluorides. Those are OF2, O2F2. OF2 and O2F2. Okay, ma. In OF2, out of oxygen and fluorine, which is more electronegative? Fluorine. Fluorine number 1. Next oxygen. After that nitrogen and chlorine. Okay. So out of oxygen and fluorine, which is more electronegative? Fluorine. It will get minus, oxygen will get plus. So oxygen will show plus oxidation number with only fluorine, because more than oxygen, the atom which is highly electronegative, that is fluorine only. Is it okay, ma? So in a competition, electronegative competition, which one is first? Fluorine. Oxygen second. If fluorine is not there, every time oxygen will be first. Like that we will think. Correct or not? But in the race, if fluorine is present, definitely oxygen will be second position only. That's why with fluorine, oxygen will show plus oxidation state. In remaining all the compounds, it will show minus oxidation number only, because except fluorine, remaining all the elements are less electronegative than oxygen. So conclusion is, high electronegative atom will get minus oxidation number, low electronegative atom will get plus oxidation number. High electronegative atom will get minus oxidation number, low electronegative atom will get positive oxidation number, because they are going to pull the electrons, means they will get negative charge, other one will get positive charge. Like that we have to be in a position to remember. Please do remember, ma. Okay, I hope you are clear. Now coming to this OF2 and O2F2. In OF2, oxidation number of oxygen is +2. In O2F2, oxidation number of oxygen is +1. Every time fluorine will be -1, na? 2 into -1 -2 +2. Total compound neutral, 0. Here 2 into -1 -2. Here 2 into +1 +2. -2 +2. Total compound is neutral. In that way we have to calculate the oxidation numbers. Okay, ma? Every time, if though there is no charge present on the compound, then it must be neutral. To be neutral, number of positive charges must be equal to number of negative charges. In that way we have to balance and we have to do the calculations. Okay, ma? Now once again, regarding oxygen, okay, mainly rememberable points are oxygen general oxidation number -2, in peroxides -1. Those two are highly concentrating. You have to concentrate on those 2 points mainly. Okay, ma? See, in any other compound except these peroxides, superoxides and oxyfluorides, in any other compound, oxidation number of oxygen is -2. General oxidation number of oxygen is -2, except in peroxides, superoxides and oxyfluorides. In peroxides, oxidation number of oxygen is -1. In superoxides, oxidation number of oxygen is -1/2. In oxyfluorides, oxidation number of oxygen is +1 and +2. When oxygen will get plus oxidation number with fluorine only. If oxygen forms bond with fluorine, then only it will show plus oxidation number, because fluorine is more electronegative than oxygen. Same like that, hydrogen generally it will show +1, but if it bonds with sodium, then hydrogen will get -1, because hydrogen is the least electronegative non-metal. Hydrogen is the least electronegative non-metal. Okay, so with any other non-metal, it is least electronegative one, it will get positive charge. Hydrogen is the least electronegative non-metal. So with any other non-metal, it will get positive charge. But with metals, sodium is less electronegative than hydrogen. Metals are less electronegative than hydrogen. That's why hydrogen is getting -1, sodium is getting +1. Every time high electronegative atom will get minus, low electronegative atom will get plus. That is the thing you have to remember. Okay, hydrogen, when compared to non-metals, it is least electronegative only. But with metals, hydrogen is more electronegative than metals. Okay, that is about the point. Now this is sixth rule. General oxidation number of oxygen is -2. Okay, except in peroxides, superoxides and oxyfluorides. If you are very clear, we will go to next rule, seventh one. Okay, ma? Let us see. Coming to the seventh rule, in a neutral compound, sum of oxidation numbers of all the elements atoms of all the elements will be equal to 0. Once again, what is the point? Read carefully. In a neutral compound, sum of oxidation numbers of all the atoms of all the elements in a neutral compound, sum of oxidation numbers of all the atoms of all the elements will be equal to 0. 1 minute. I will do one thing. All the 2 times it is repeated, I will do this one as like this. In a neutral compound, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of all the elements will be equal to 0. That is better. In a neutral compound, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of all the elements will be equal to 0. Suppose, for example, NaCl is there. NaCl is the neutral compound. Okay, in this NaCl, oxidation number of sodium plus oxidation number of chlorine will be equal to 0. This is neutral compound, no charge is there. Okay, so in a neutral compound, oxidation number of what are the elements present, those elements oxidation number addition is equal to 0. Suppose oxidation number of sodium is +1, oxidation number of chlorine is -1. Because chlorine is more electronegative than sodium, it will get -1 is equal to 0 only automatically. +1 -1 is equal to 0. That is the meaning. Okay. In a neutral compound, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of all the elements will be equal to 0. If it is very clear, next 8th rule we will see. Okay, ma? What about 8th rule? That one I am going to say. Before that one, what is the 7th? In a neutral compound, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of all the elements will be equal to 0. Okay? Let us see what about eighth rule, ma. In a ion, what is that? In a ion, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of all the elements will be equal to charge present on that ion. Will be equal to charge present on that ion. Once again, eighth one. In a ion, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of all the elements will be equal to charge present on that ion. For example, okay, CO3 minus 2. What is that? CO3 minus 2. In this CO3 minus 2, okay, oxidation number of carbon. Before that, how many carbons we have? One carbon. 1 into oxidation number of carbon plus 4. 1 into plus 4 plus additional. How many oxygens are there? 3 oxygens. 3 into generally oxidation number is minus 2. Now calculate 4 minus 6 is equal to minus 2. That is this charge. Both are same. So total elements oxidation number must be equal to charge present on that ion. Minus 2 is the charge. So it must be equal to minus 2. Okay, ma'am. Depending on by using this rule, what we are going to do? Suppose you don't know the oxidation number of carbon. And they gave this ion. They asked you to find the oxidation number of carbon. Then what we will do? Let the oxidation number of carbon is X. So X. But how many carbons we have? 1 carbon. So 1 into X. Plus 1 into carbon oxidation number, 1 into X. Plus oxygens, how many are there? 3. 3 into each oxygen oxidation number is minus 2. Minus 2 is equal to minus 2. Total charge present on the ion is minus 2. That one I equalized. Okay, then X minus 6 is equal to minus 2. X is equal to 6 minus 2 is equal to plus 4. This is the oxidation number of carbon. Now check. Plus 4 minus 6. Total charge minus 2. In this way we have to calculate the oxidation numbers of unknown by using the rules. Okay, what is this 8th rule? In an ion, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of all the elements will be equal to charge present on that ion. What is the charge present on that ion? That ion must be taken as final one. Okay, so atoms present in that compound or ion, okay, those oxidation numbers we have to add them and we have to equalize to the total charge. Okay, ma'am? We will do so many examples after completion of these rules. By doing these examples, practice everything, you will be perfect in doing the oxidation numbers. But one more thing, to do that many examples, we have to be perfect with these rules. That is the main point. Okay, what is the 8th one? In an ion, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of all the elements will be equal to charge present on the ion. Okay, next 9th one. Coming to this 9th rule, oxidation number of any atom should not exceed its group number. This group number should be explained in periodic classification. Actually, the thing is, we have to see the number of valence electrons present in that atom. Okay, let us consider sulfur. Sulfur electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. How many valence electrons are there? 6. So sulfur group number 6. Sulfur group number 6. That's why maximum oxidation number that can be shown by sulfur must be +6. There is no chance of +7 oxidation number for sulfur, because +7 means it should exceed its group number. But according to this rule, no oxidation number of any atom should exceed its group number. Oxidation number of any atom should not exceed its group number. Sodium, first group. Sodium cannot show more than 1. Magnesium, second group. But please, if you don't know the group numbers, if you are not able to remember the group numbers, don't get tensed. Only one thing, write the electronic configuration of that element. Okay, then definitely that element number, valence electrons you will get. That valence electrons number is nothing but group number maximum. Okay, so it should not cross its group number. Like that you can remember, no problem. While we are practicing also, I will help you. Okay, but remember this rule. What is this rule once again? Oxidation number of any atom should not exceed its group number. Carbon group number 4 now. Write the electronic configuration of carbon 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Okay, valence electrons 4. So carbon oxidation number should not show more than 4, 5, 6. That's why if you write number of bonds surrounding carbon 5, that is wrong. Because carbon cannot form more than 5 bonds. Sorry, more than 4 bonds. It will show maximum 4. So valency of carbon, it should show less than 4 or equal to 4. That only. That is the meaning. Okay, once again, what is this rule, ma? Oxidation number of any atom should not exceed its group number. Oxidation number of any atom should not exceed its group number. Please remember this rule also. In some conditions only it will be useful. Okay, in some conditions. That conditions also, while we are practicing the examples, I will tell. Now, 10th one. Oxidation number of any atom should not exceed its group number. That is 9th. Now coming to 10th rule. General oxidation number of chlorine is -1. General oxidation number of chlorine is -1. But if it forms bond with oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, it will show plus oxidation numbers, because these elements, they have higher electronegativity than nitrogen. Like this, every element no need to see. Okay, make it as 10th element, 10th rule. General oxidation number of chlorine is -1, but this one also no need, because chlorine, if it combines with oxygen, it will show plus oxidation number. Okay, I will give one conclusion for this one, that is, if any element is combined with the element which is high electronegative, then this element will show plus oxidation number. Okay, conclusion of this one is, high electronegative atom will get negative oxidation number, low electronegative atom will get plus oxidation number. That is the conclusion. High electronegative atom will get negative oxidation number, low electronegative atom will get positive oxidation number. That is the meaning. Okay, while I am explaining the examples, everything, which one is high electronegative and which one is low electronegative, I will mention that one and I will tell for you in what way to do the examples. Okay, ma? We will do calculations. We will start. These are the 10 rules which are highly useful to calculate the oxidation number of unknown elements. To calculate the oxidation numbers of unknown elements, these are the rules which are highly useful. Okay, please remember, once again practice, then you will remember them easily, no problem. Okay, general oxidation numbers we have seen for hydrogen, oxygen, fluorine every time -1, chlorine. Okay, these are the things we have seen. Remaining rules are there. If it is total neutral compound, sum of oxidation numbers of atoms of different elements will be equal to 0. If it is ionic compound, sum of oxidation numbers of all the atoms present in that compound will be equal to that ion. That is positive charge or negative charge, whatever it is. Okay, depending on that, unknown oxidation numbers can be found. Okay, next, oxidation number of any atom should not cross its group number. Means it should not exceed its group number. Maximum it will show its maximum group number only it will show. Okay. Finally, maximum oxidation number out of total periodic table will be shown by osmium. Osmium, that is +8 in OSO4. Osmium oxide. In that osmium oxide, osmium oxidation number is +8. More than +8, no other element will show +9, +10, like that. Oxidation numbers are not at all possible. Okay, osmium is the element which shows highest oxidation number in total periodic table, that is in the compound OSO4. Oxidation number is +8, that only. Osmium group number 8, so maximum oxidation number 8 it will show. Okay, that one no need to by heart, you will be habituated, no problem at all. Everything I will take care. In what way you have to remember the oxidation numbers, and even how to calculate the oxidation numbers also I will explain clearly. Okay, so in next class onwards we will start doing the problems related to oxidation numbers, how to calculate the oxidation numbers of unknown elements. At that time, once again I will revise these, I will recall these rules. By that you will be more clear. At the time, once again I will recall what about electronegative elements. Okay, which one is higher electronegative and which one is lower electronegative. Everything clearly I will say, I will calculate the oxidation number. Okay, no? By this completed with rules of oxidation number. Okay, remembering these rules, we are going to calculate the oxidation numbers of unknown elements. That one we will see in next class. That I hope you understood everything today. Okay. If you have any doubt, immediately you can contact me through WhatsApp. No problem at all. I will clarify. Okay, ma'am? This is about rules of oxidation numbers. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.